Let me ask you this. When the markets fall, do you feel fear or excited? Because at Elysian Investment Advisory, every correction gets us excited because history shows this is where the real wealth is made. But the real reason for our conviction isn't just the charts or the data, it's a fundamental story of India's next decade. And if you miss this window, you could miss the biggest wealth creation cycle of your lifetime. Let's break it down. In this video, let's understand where we stand today in context of the markets, the fear versus opportunity. Why India is once in a generation sweet spot for investing. Why Elysian focuses on the quality Indian equity portfolios. Why this correction is the perfect time to start investing. Why long-term Indian equity beats every other asset classes. And finally, how to build a quality long-term wealth in a right way. Stay till the end because I will show you exactly how to invest in India's biggest wealth opportunity of the decade. Hi, this is Prabhanjan Rao from Elysian Investment Advisory. We are a SEBI registered investment advisory providing long-term curated solutions for wealth creation. We also provide solutions for retirement planning, lifestyle planning, and last but not the least, estate planning. Let's understand the current market view. Indian markets have corrected sharply in recent weeks. There is fear in the air, FIIs are selling, global markets are volatile, and retail investors are confused. But at Elysian, we are very crystal and lucid clear that this is not a crisis. This is a golden entry point for the long-term wealth creation. Corrections come and go, but India's structural bull story remains intact, and that's what we focus on. Now, let's understand why India is once in a generation sweet spot. And here is why we believe that India is the sweetest spot in the global investing for the next decade. Growing population. Half of India is under 30. That means the consumption boom is on its way. Global China plus one shift. Global companies are moving manufacturing to India, boosting jobs and earnings. Massive infrastructure boom. Record high spending on roads, railways, and ports. This drives growth and corporate profits. Digital transformation. We all know UPI, fintech, e-commerce. The structural India's digital economy boom, which is just getting started. These are disruptive businesses. Strong banking and credit cycle. After years of cleanup, Indian banks are ready to fund growth. Stable policy and reforms. Tax reforms, PLI schemes, startup incentives. These are all the India's business-friendly incentives which the government has taken initiatives. What is the bottom line? India is set for a decade of explosive growth. Corrections are just a short-term noise. The long-term direction is always up. Now, let's understand why Elysian focuses only on quality Indian equity portfolios. At Elysian, we are crystal clear about our philosophy, wisdom, value, and clear set of goals. No shortcut speculation. No fancy products or exotic assets we recommend to our clients. 100% focus on building high quality, long-term equity portfolios. Why? Because real wealth comes from owning great businesses for a longer period of time and not from timing the market. We invest in strong leadership and management integrity. Because real wealth comes from owning great businesses for a longer period of time and not from timing the market. Category leaders with dominant and strong market positions. consistent earnings growth. We at Elysian, we call them as compounding machines. Clean balance sheets which are clearly envisaged by low debt, high return on capital, high return on capital employed. These are the companies that survive crashes, thrive in recoveries, and deliver multi-bagger returns over time. Why this correction is the time to start investing with Elysian. Most investors panic, but at Elysian, we do the exact opposite. Corrections create millionaires. Here is why now is the right time to invest with Elysian. We buy when others fear. Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful, and that's exactly what we do. Curated quality portfolios. No random stock picking. Every stock fits a clear, long-term thesis at Elysian. Goal-driven investing. Every investment is tied to your personal and financial goals. We protect you from yourself. That means investors panic. We act as your behavioral coach to keep you disciplined. We are a SEBI registered investment advisory. Always go for a SEBI registered advisors because they tend to give unbiased advice. No commissions, no product pushing, and only 100% fiduciary research backed guidance. We are positioning for India's next bull run. Will you be a part of it? Now, final call to action. At Elysian Investment Advisory, we do not sell, hype, or hope. We build wealth with process, patience, passion. If you are serious about investing with conviction, backed by deep research and strategies, reach out to us. This correction is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't watch from the sidelines. Stock market enthusiasts, why this delay? Click the link in the description, book a consultation, and we will be more than happy to assist you. And let's start building your wealth today in a very right way. So, subscribe, share this with investors who need to hear this. Have an Elysian day.